beginning of the Monongahela Rivers and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His team making the long flight, always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. On the other sideline, the Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys, on the other hand, couldn't pull one out last week in the opener, so they're looking for their first win at home. Alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has a set to get started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice play for the time to start. All 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, I'd much rather have him.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. That is T.J. Watt. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Taken in by Jennings. That's a good game there. He's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Trouble there. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Set to go now on first and 10. A gain of 18 on the play. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, down again the second time. What a sack on his opening drive.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Give about 6 before he is taken down. Play of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Jason Butler going for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Niners are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and you come away with an early lead.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're let out by the man who won the national championship back in Ohio State. It's Will Howard.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. So he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they gotta make enough plays down the stretch to run away with the win.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. Caught, right side, it's Ryerson. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. So the Steelers ready to kick this one sky. Good coverage by the team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They're on the 22-yard line. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. The drive starts with a carry by Caffrey. They smacked him down there. Lead him right at the line. No game. Second and 10 at the 23-yard line. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will push past the 25 to 26 yards. Peyton Wilson, that time, in on the stop. Third down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The 49ers out to punt this one. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Steelers offense are ready to get going on their second possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this weekend.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless whether that blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good, and there certainly was a lot of it, but can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
On target to Moore. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the run is complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Waller. Couldn't stop that. He'll pick up of about 20. From secondary, Diamador Lenore. Stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Myers kick. It's good. And the Steelers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Gonna run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's gonna wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. As we are ready to get back underway. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. It's a play. He manages to get the throw and completes it. That's his third catch in this first half, and good enough for a first down. And the 49er first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, go accurately with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. First and 10. Now Purdy. Christian McCaffrey. And no chance to turn and go. One good for just a couple. From the 35, here's second down and 7. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he will score! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his second touchdown of the year.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. Just a lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 this one. And they'll start first and 10. It's Warren to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. At the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Howard. Next to the big tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll get about 7. Still short that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. Pick up there on the 13. That's a Steelers first down. And the Steelers first down. First and 10.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on third down at critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's got third with Clinton on the left side. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And he gets his team a first down. 15 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down. Here's a handoff to Warren. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet. They get him down, and he's no good. Second and 11. Brings up second and 11 at the 40-yard line. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down for DJ Metcalf. A 2-yard pickup. Throw it is Howard. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Niners will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. So Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
It's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position at the playoffs down the stretch.
He'll get this out wide to the captain. And he is very close to the first down, but on the ball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. And it's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. To throw it on first down is Howard. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. Brings up second and 10. On the handoff, this is Waller. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Gain of 7. 2 minutes race here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. To throw is Howard. He's got his man right side. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down. And the Steelers first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they're whistling down, but not before it picks up the first down after a gain of 7. That is caught for 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Robin Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish. But you can see the play caller just really finding his rhythm decent pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, and it goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. First and 10 for Purdy. Over the middle to Kittle. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the 49er first down.
First and 10. Purdy. Throw, right side, complete to Pearson. Combined with 2nd down and 8. To the air again is Purdy. And it's complete. Here's 3rd and 7.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw again with Purdy. To Pearson. First and 10.
It's a gain of 18. And the 49er
Here's Purdy again. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Another 49er first down.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A 40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the 49ers going to take the lead. It's now 13 to 10.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
They'll throw on 1st down with Howard. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Titans wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Titans are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's the former star at nearby Ohio State, Quinshon Judkins. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is the quarterback of the Dolphins. This is one of the best runs from a quarterback you're going to see all year. Off he goes. The Dolphins trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
As half number 2 kicks off. They're trying to hit him deep. He'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right there at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Play action. It's Howard. That's going to be incomplete. They run out of the gun with Rowe. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to go play action with Howard. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 1.
Howard now to throw here on 2nd down. He works free, right side. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. Very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
13.
After the TV, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, broken down the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense ready for it there. First possession of this second half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. He's pushed to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. They go sideline and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A big play and a much needed one as well. 32 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do? It makes you
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Ty Smith, he gets through it and drop him, and it's a loss of 4. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
a bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
3rd down. Purdy. That's the one thing they put right there. The center that might take them out of field goal range.
Like Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Now Howard on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times as the ball to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Second down, it's Howard. That pass reels him in on the right side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Oh, it's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Saul, the man in motion. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he's out to the 35-yard line. 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. There's that man again. Another catch. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Well, Ayuk in motion. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Open up to 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchdown. And it's now to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. It is incomplete. They tried to shot a first down, but couldn't get it. It'll bring up 2nd there. To throw is Howard. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got it. Michael Williams. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And that is incomplete. Contact just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and you're going to punt it away.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Tackles will be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Here's Purdy. Short there, caught by Hill. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and
On second down. Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Third and short. Here's Purdy. Potential made to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
Now Purdy. Open man upside. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Here's first and 10. Purdy going to keep this one himself. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain of 16 yards. First down, 49.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Here's Purdy. They'll try to slip the screen to McCaffrey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 2.
Throwing is Purdy. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the 49ers go up on a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense start to try out for this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Waller. The catch there, maybe a yoke.
A gain of 1. Brings up second and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Waller. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations like this, defensive line is starting to hack their way against this group up front because right now, Their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. We'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
A gain of 10 yards. And a 49-yard.
1st and 10. Purdy. Let's throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
The first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down.
Kittle is the man in motion.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Who mounts another catch for his favorite target.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
From the gun, it's a gift to McCaffrey. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 12 on that one. They're on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The pass rush gets hold and he goes down. Keanu Benton in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked out on the sideline like and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting work up front all day in pass protection.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And we're taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. In trouble, and down he goes. Derek Harmon, he gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment right, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? If you're able to do that here, they tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Quickly on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
The
42.
show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they come to the line needing 6 yards for a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Siegel on the coverage.
They'll throw for it with Howard. Taken in, and he's going to have the Steelers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. You have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it. We should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10.
First down.
From the gun, it's Howard. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Niners are right back in this one.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to make these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6. Now, Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Throwing from the gun is 30. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it'll set up third down. And now the Steelers are going to use their third and final timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So that'll cost them half the distance. Back near the goal line, it's Purdy. Left side, complete to Pearson. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
A gain of 15. And
Purdy down to a knee. That should be the final snap of this game. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.